What is happening, people? It is Brian Alsruhe, NEVERsate.com, and I'm retaping the intro because last one sucked. Yeah, so you're actually joining me after the workout, so I know how this goes, but for you guys, it's before the workout, and basically what I ended up doing was kind of combining a couple different things because I wasn't sure what I was going to be able to do because of my hamstring and stuff, but the good news is that my hamstring is actually feeling considerably better. So Wednesday, I think I'm actually going to come in here and do some squatting or some pulling, very light, try to get some blood involved in there. And a funny note about my hamstring, well, me telling you guys about how I personally decided to mentally approach injuries was such a drastically dangerous thing that someone actually turned me in and said that the information was too controversial, so they flagged me to demonetize my video and request to have it pulled down. Yeah, I thought the same thing. So anyway, I actually had to appeal my first video and it ended up being fine. The powers that be, I don't really know how it works, went through the video, watched it, and said there was absolutely nothing wrong with it. So nice try, whoever you are. Not today, Bear. But I digress. So anyway, you're not gonna see any lower body today. Most likely that's coming Wednesday. Today is going to be all about the pressing, some banded pressing, doing a bunch of stuff with time, just trying to get some motion going on, get some blood all over my body. And honestly, right guys, remember, right now all I'm trying to do is something heavy, something hard, and something athletic. Now that the workout's over, I can't really say that I did any of those. But I did sweat through a bunch of shirts and feel like I got some work done, so that was very good. Each one of my workouts right now is starting out with about a 30-minute to 40-minute ruck, just with a 50-pound weighted vest, going for a walk, running this little monster, running him around. So that's how I'm entering into every single workout, and that's one of the reasons why I'm sweating through so many shirts. Because man, it's not very cool at all right now. It's definitely a little bit humid, definitely a little bit hot, but I kind of show up primed with a certain level of sweat and body heat from running around with that weight vest on. Anyway guys, I'm gonna kick over the commentary, show you guys a little bit what went on today, just talk to you guys through it. I'll be interjecting from time to time throughout, and then I'll meet you right back here afterwards for the video recap, tell you guys some interesting stuff that's going on. Alright, so for my rows, I'm actually using this, and this actually was from Mike Jenkins as well. It is just a piece of solid pipe with some plumber fittings that he was using as a circus dumbbell, as a loadable dumbbell, but since we have circus dumbbells, I'm actually gonna be using it for my rows because it's a 2-inch handle and it already weighs 25 pounds. You can also kill small circus entertainers with this. Yeah. All right, so I think what I decided to start out with is a little bit of dynamic work with some bands. So as you guys can see, I have some Monster Mini red bands from Rogue, doubled up here from overhead press, and that's gonna add somewhere around 90 to 100 pounds to the top of overhead press. So the best idea here is that top of every minute, I'm gonna be getting 3 of these presses, 6 rows each side, and then finish off minute with a bunch of hollow rocks. Come out of that with about 10 seconds left to get right back after it. It's gonna be sweaty. But I am gonna be trying to add weight to this bar as I go, so I'm gonna be manipulating it the whole time, so you guys might see stuff jumping on, jumping off all over the place. We'll see how that goes. What is happening, people, and welcome to the commentary. So my giant set for this day ended up being the rows, 6 each side, 2 of these banded bench presses, and then I was actually getting hollow rocks. However, when you're going at the top of every single minute, it is really tough to position the camera, get all your work in, and actually show the hollow rocks. So I did my first set and showed you guys, and then after that, it was more moving the camera around between things. But I was adding weight on the banded bench press just about every single time. So this is 135, which puts it about 225, which is actually my actual real strict press right now is 225 for 2. My real strict press, I think, is like 330 for 1. However, that was pre-surgery. So right now you can see my arm struggling hard at 145 there, but I was actually really happy that I got this because I didn't think it was going to go that well. But as I dropped back to 95 pounds with the bands for a little bit of volume work, and I believe this is a set of 10, but man, those bands do so much to really start pushing pressure on your tricep. I mean, you guys can see there on the left side as I go, that left arm just does not want to work. There's definitely some nerve damage dealing with, but I am coming through, and I feel like the bands are doing a lot to help that, to help me to push through and be explosive. All right, so I'm just stepping out of the gym because it's a little loud in there. So first part of the workout is done. Feel pretty good about that. Was able to work up to 145 for a triple, which was surprising because I think previously like 95 or 100 pounds, probably somewhere around there, was definitely tough for me. So definitely happy about that. That was good news. It's actually a good bit better than I expected to do. So for the next part of my workout, I'm gonna move on some assistant stuff. Now, I try to do assistant stuff under the clock too. I really like working on the clock because the clock keeps me honest. Whether it be at top every minute, on the minute, so I'm not getting more rest than I need to, or actually timing my rest periods, or something like this where I'll go 30 seconds to work, 30 seconds to work, 30 seconds to work, 30 seconds to rest. And in those 30-second increments, I will just be throwing in different exercises for assistance that are gonna address the weak points of my lift. Right now, because of the nerve damage, my tricep is definitely not doing really well, so I'm gonna throw in some Z press, some tricep stuff, and probably some rear delt stuff. So that's what's happening now. Now, when it comes to assistance work, there's a couple things that I really like to do. Number one, it needs to be heavy. Number two, it needs to closely mimic the exercise that you're trying to build. And number three, it needs to address the weak points. Now, for this particular assistance grouping that I'm doing, it's a little bit different because this is on time, which means that it's going to be light. So this log right here is 90 pounds. I ended up doing plyometric push-ups and then some rear delt stuff. So all of this is very, very light, but if it's going to be light, you need to do it for an extended period of time. So this is like 20 reps of the Z press. But the basic idea here was that I was going 30 seconds of Z press to 30 seconds of these plyometric push-ups to 30 seconds of rear delt flies. Now, whenever you're going on a 30-second thing, I really like doing it like this because then you can get all your assistance done in about 10 minutes. And if you're anything like me, assistance gets pretty old pretty fast. So I try to knock it out and I try to stay on the clock so that I'm honest with myself and I don't end up rabbit trailing and going to talk to people and getting off topic. So I just try to stay focused with time. Shirt number 3 of the workout. So part 2 of the workout went really well, very happy with that. So all that's left now is the 100 rep challenge. So I'll be doing 100 pull-ups and 100 weighted dips, both with a 50-pound weight vest on. So that's pretty much the end of the workout. So I'm gonna go get into that. And then I'm pretty sure that you guys have seen me do enough weighted pull-ups and weighted dips. So I'm gonna skip a good bit of this, but I hope you guys are doing the challenge. It's already doing a lot to help my triceps, so I hope you're doing it. And we're back. So yeah, nothing too interesting really went on there in that workout, but it was good work. Which right now is exactly what I want to do. Right now I'm just trying to get better every single day. I picture myself with my workouts literally like I'm building a stone wall. And each workout is just putting a stone in. And as long as I put in some good effort, did a couple things I was supposed to do, then I get to put that stone in the wall. And a lot of times I'll represent this with a tick mark on a little index card that's next to my light switch. So every single time that I go into my room, if I've had a workout, then I get to put a little tick mark in and I literally visualize building almost like a mountain or a castle or whatever of just these stones. I've probably been doing something along the lines of this since I was about 16 years old. It's just something that helps motivate me, and it's just like, I really enjoy making to-do lists and then actually crossing off the thing once it's done. Same thing here. I feel accomplished when I get to reward myself by putting down a little tick mark it, and I'm tired. But yeah, I am very excited because this time next week, I'm actually gonna be packing to head out to go to Colorado to go visit Brian Shaw, myself, Uncle Nick, and Dirty Andy will all be going there to help out with the Crown Mountain Strongman Championship, which is an adaptive strongman competition where guys that have lost their arms, lost their legs, whatever case may be, get to compete against each other. So we're gonna go out and we're gonna help out with that event. Brian Shaw will be there. Casey Mitchell also, who is a monster of an adaptive athlete. And then of course we'll be there helping out. So should be a really, really good time. I am excited about it. I'm gonna get a bunch of videos with Brian. I'm not sure exactly what the plan is. I know we'll be doing some lifting. I know we'll be doing some talking. We'll be doing some filming, laughing, eating, doing all kinds of things. So it should be a really good time. Looking forward to hanging out with my buddy. And any time that myself and Uncle Nick go out on the road, something interesting always happens. Typically ends up with him in the hospital or pregnant. I was just kidding, the hospital thing only happened once. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be coming up. So if there's anything that you guys would like to request to see Brian and I do when we're together out doing some collaboration stuff, let me know in the comment section down below. Hopefully we'll get around to it. I'm not really sure what the plan is, but it should be a really good time and hopefully entertaining no matter what it is. I will catch up with you guys later in the week, but until I do, guys, go out, do something amazing in your lives. Keep working hard, people. Be nice to each other. I'll see you then.